Hi everyone, this is Cherry Enchantress with Pixie Dust Tarot, and this is your daily dust for Friday, December 8th. Let's see, what day is it today? December 9th, if you're watching in real time. I'm filming it on December 8th, and you can also take it for whenever you stumble upon it. But I am gearing up for Christmas. I'm doing silver and gold edge decks, but I'm probably having to go into silver and gold embossed decks, or might be doing some repetition. Anyway, I ordered what I thought was a silver edge deck, and it was not. So there you have it. But this one is a beautiful deck, the Ethereal Visions, which is gold embossed. Isn't that lovely? I have lots of gold embossed decks. They're all like the Los Scarabeo type. Let's give it a good shuffle. There we go. One more good one. Alright. Let's take off the top and see what we have. We've got Six of Swords, traveling, journey, rites of passage. And ooh, Two of Wands. It's like somebody's waiting for you on the other side. This weekend reading kind of felt like some people were traveling to have a party, but you could also be traveling to just get away. Let's see what else. And we have the Queen of Swords. All right, so that represents nice feminine air signs, but let's zoom on in and get a detailed message. The Six of Swords also comes with this solutions message. So if you feel like you've put yourself in a certain situation, and it's almost like this kind of makes me think, you know, when maybe you have a stalled car or something like that, and you figure out how to get moving again. I think something along those lines. Something like, when life gives you lemons, make lemonade. I don't know why that popped in my head, but I just feel like this journey though that you're taking is like exciting, like you can't wait to get to the other side, and there's almost a magnetic pull. So this Two of Wands energy is magnetizing you, and this could be you, this could be you, right? I feel like I often feel two energies in my readings. I think it's because I'm a romantic and I feel the masculine and the feminine energies. And masculine, feminine, male, female, it's not always the same thing, right? So put yourself where you see yourself. The images we have is sort of, we don't, I guess it's sort of a boyish young man image, and then we have an older man image here, and then we have a female here, but that all can be very interchangeable. Like, just because the images are certain sexes also doesn't necessarily mean that that's you, or that's somebody else, right? And that's how but I often just read them that way, and then you can decide what energy you're picking up on. Some people, when they do this kind of general reading, all three cards represent you. And that seems logical too, because this is a collective reading, and you are the querent, and these cards should represent the querent. Oftentimes too, the cards could represent past to future. So when you start with the left, and go left to right, the left represents, or my left, or yeah, so this side usually represents energy moving out and going into the future, or more current future. And then And as you watch this, you may be watching, that's another thing about time. Time is also very variable, a lot of variables to time. You could be watching at a different time than I'm creating this. You could be watching, and this represents a single day, or it could represent a longer period of time too. So, but within a certain day, maybe, you might be, I'm thinking of people I know who are traveling today. That's sweet. Anyways, but within a particular day, you could be doing a lot of traveling. But the good news is, it's like what happens on the other side of the travels is going to be good, productive. I feel like the Two of Wands represents strategy and plans and good ideas. Even though Wands is like Wands is fire and it's the passion. And also it's representing focus, decisions, discovery, and planning. And generally, like only the 2 and the 3 of Wands are the ones that are kind of like still, which is kind of interesting. Most of the wands, there's some kind of activity, because fire is always kind of a very passionate, active kind of energy. But with the 2 and the 3 of wands, it's a stillness, but you can still be active within your stillness, right? As you sit and contemplate, as you plan, as you so your actions not going to be extremely physical. If you're in this position, your actions are going to be more of the thoughts, the thought out plans. It could also be the manifesting, the attracting. So definitely one energy is attracting to another energy, and there's this force and this pull. And I feel like the Queen of Swords is behind the whole thing because of her amazing mind. It's like my superhuman mind. Kryptonite, that song is what just suddenly came into my head. Like she's like, with her amazing mind, she's attracting this energy to her. And she's very confident, very self-assured, organized, and intelligent, intellectual type. But that being so, she is also, even though she's of the mind, she's of the whole mind, not just the ego mind, or not just the analytical mind, or not just the logical mind, but she's also of the intuitive mind. So that's really, she's very connected with messages that come to her, and also energy that she puts out. And she's putting out a lot. It's like mind control. It's like she's putting out a very strong energy. And I feel kind of like the 2 of Wands and the Queen of Swords is kind of this. It could be the same person, or this could be the same person. But I feel like I feel like, and so like for some of you, you could be a man with a feminine energy, and that or both, masculine and feminine. But you're using that feminine side of you, on the spiritual side of you, to really manifest, to draw things towards you. Yeah, so that's what I'm feeling today. It's like a tractor beam. It's like you're really attracting, using the law of attraction to bring this traveler to you. But it could also be your whole story. Okay, so you've traveled, you landed, you are now planning for the next phase. You know what else this could be? I got goosebumps because I know somebody who's traveling. I know somebody else is traveling today. Connecting planes, So there's could be this like one portion of the is like from one city to another city, and then from that city is a little bit of planning, waiting, looking at the boards, and waiting for your flight, and listening to for that next step, the next step, in order to get on the plane for the next step. So sometimes that happens, but nevertheless, the whole story is basically with movement and planning, you're going to win, and you're just kind of on top of it. You're feeling confident. Everything is working really good and working to your favor. So I like that. Very good. Also, this kind of get this I feel like with this little bird on her shoulder, she's getting messages. It could be downloads, spiritual downloads, but it could also be a little birdie told me. Like that, like she's learning something, some interesting information that's helping her. That's why she feels so confident, because somehow she knows everything. She knows how everything is working. She's kind of like, I like the way she's looking down too. It's almost like she's looking at something like a map, or some kind of message, something somebody like laid out for her to look at. And you see how all three have like this water behind them. There's some, definitely, it could be Journey by Water, but it could have something to do with the seas, or across a certain distance, or long distance relationships too, or just distance in kind of communication. Sometimes there's a delay in receiving something. And yeah, sending and receiving. Yes, sending and receiving. Anyway, yeah, so like a lot of those things, I just feel like, though, in general, whatever you're doing, sending, receiving, attracting, law of attraction, traveling, is all going to be successful, and it's all going according to your plans, because you are very confident with your plans. Well, I hope you like that. Faith, Trust, and Pixie Dust. Happy holidays.